Einen wunderschönen herzlich willkommen zurück zu The Council. Sind wieder ein paar Wochen ins Land gezogen und es sollte jetzt theoretisch, ich glaube theoretisch sollte jetzt das nächste Kapitel da sein, was heute rausgekommen ist. Wir sollten erstmal wieder 3 Manuskripte wählen, keine Ahnung. Belesenheit, Punkte in Etikette. Etikette wäre nicht schlecht. Die habe ich ja schon, hier. Das sind die ich schon habe. Siehst du, so, mehr kann ich nicht machen. Schade, okay. Gucken wir mal.
I sense that Mr. Peru is about to surprise us too.
I believed in him. I followed him to the best of my ability. I championed his ideas, defended his decisions, and then, without even realizing it, I became lost.
Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart.
Someone had the bang coming from the Duchess's room, and she isn't answering.
Louis, you really must learn to conceal your weaknesses better, if you don't want your foes to use them against you.
Our desire is to steer the destiny of our respective countries for the good of all, and to no longer suffer the random hazards of history.
It is the natural order of things, Monsieur de Richet. There have always been men who govern other men. That is simply the way it is.
History forgets them with a disconcerting facility. No one speaks about them, and yet they whisper in the ears of kings and presidents.
Tja, das war wieder so eine Traumsequenz, ne? Ui. Was ist das denn? Ach, wir sind ja durch das Dings durchgeschritten, ne? Damit hörte das doch auf.
But where are we? I don't know, but we better not hang around.
Ich weiß nicht, aber wir sollten was dachte sie hinter dem Durchgang zu finden?
Be careful, Mother. As if me saying that will make any difference. Knowing Mortimer, I wouldn't be surprised if he rigged his crypt with traps.
So you think the door is not enough?
Do you want to wager your other hand?
You've got a point there. We have to find that weapon. What do you know about the Holy Lance, Louis?
The what?
The Lance of Longinus the Centurion.
Ich weiß davon gar nichts. Aber ich kann das nutzen.
The centurion that pierced the side of Christ with his lance. That weapon naturally became a holy relic.
Exactly.
Seriously? You don't really believe that fable, do you?
Every fable is founded on true events. I'm not saying that everything adds up, but imagine if it really did exist.
Very well. Now what?
Well, now you know what you need to find.
Pardon?
I have to get to the wharf to prepare our departure. Let's get off this cursed island as quickly as we can. We shall come back when we are ready and armed.
But hang on.
Louis, let's first get to safety. We shall come back when we have the upper hand. Fear not. You take care of getting the lance. It's imperative. I'll take care of preparing our departure.
Hang on. At least tell me everything you know about this lance.
But I have never seen it. There's nothing else I can say, Louis. Well, you can always go snooping around Mortimer's study. I remember seeing paintings of Longinus there.
Warum hat sie auf Emma geschossen?
Hang on a second.
What's the matter?
Why did you shoot Emily's sister?
Do you really think now is the right time for this?
Ja. Darauf bestehen.
I want to know, Mother. Why did you betray her?
Listen, Louis. I don't think you've really understood my interest in the Al-Azif. It's not just simple curiosity about some old relic.
You tried to kill her.
And I had no choice, for crying out loud. It must not fall into the hands of the demons, or we are all doomed, don't you see? Listen, I don't know exactly what it contains, but I prefer to be one step ahead. If they want it, there must be a reason. And even if I don't know what it is, I want to stop them for safety's sake.
Was ist, wenn sie
No
übernommen
matter
wurde?
what.
Nothing will stop you if I understand correctly. Not even...
Enough, Louis. If you could see the extent of their power as I do, then you would understand what I'm saying.
All right, we'll do it your way.
One more thing. If they find you in possession of the lance, they won't let you get away with it. Choose only one and hide it under your jacket so you don't get caught with it. Then run and meet me on the wharf.
And if I get caught?
If they catch you in possession of the lance, we're all doomed. Do you understand?
Perfectly.
Good. And go talk to Piaggi. He's the one who probably knows the most about this.
Mhm. Ich muss die heilige Lanze finden. Von da sind wir hergekommen. Sollte ich mich erstmal hier umsehen? Auf alle Fälle, um vielleicht irgendwelche Ingredienzien wie das hier zu finden. Keine Ahnung, was wir hier haben.
This sarcophagus is engraved with the name of Clemens III. Good God! The one whose cross allowed me to enter. Clemens III. Clément III in French. How come his tomb ended up here and not in the Vatican? This sarcophagus is beautifully made, but ancient. Stone is marked by the passage of time, but it's really well preserved.
Mhm. Könnte vielleicht der Aufenthaltsort der Lanze sein. Ich gucke erstmal mich hier kurz um. Auch wenn das wahrscheinlich eine absolut doofe Idee ist, weil ich dadurch irgendwas... Oh, was hier?
This one has no name. I wonder who it was for.
Was ist das?
I can see that this spear has a so-called leaf shape. It is copper rimmed. I can see the tip is engraved with the symbol of the Eye of Ra.
Okay, wir fassen noch nichts an. Das Auge des Ra. Wir müssen also rausfinden, wie die Lanze aussieht, ne? Also hier geht es erstmal nicht weiter. Ich glaube, das wäre auch zu einfach, wenn das jetzt die eigentliche Lanze wäre. Wir sollen den Kardinal befragen zu der Lanze. Lanze oder nicht Lanze, das ist hier die Frage. So, wir gucken, ob wir irgendwelche Ingredienzien hier finden. Erdsternchen. Mhm. Dass man das so schlecht sieht, ja.
Flavius Aetius. It was cut a long time ago. You can tell by the rough hacks of the tool and the patina of the stone. This sarcophagus is very ancient. I'd say it's several centuries old. Well, here we can see this lance has a leaf shape, is gold rimmed, and a fish is engraved on the tip.
Das könnte der Fisch sein. Der Fisch steht, glaube ich, für Leben, ne? Wenn ich mich nicht irre. Ist noch eine Lanze.
This lance has got a blade in the shape of a spear. Its blade is in iron or steel, I think. I can make out a rising sun engraved on the tip.
Okay. Ups. So viel zu finden. Das ist verwirrend hier. Was auch immer das ist. Ich gucke mich erstmal hier hinten um. Da liegt was. Gelee Royal. Sehr gut.
This sarcophagus has been ravaged by time. It's sort of ageless, I guess. It's entirely sculpted. These symbols, these grooves, cuneiform script. This is humanity's oldest alphabet, the language of Babel. Sadly, no one today even knows how to decipher it. There's also some text engraved beneath in ancient Greek, Sargon.
Mhm. Könnte das vielleicht das sein, was wir suchen? Mhm. Da oben ist ein Kreuz.
We can see that this lance has a leaf shape, and, well, it's in gold. I can see that a crucifix is engraved on the tip, just barely visible.
Mhm. Ich glaube nicht, dass es hier komplett hinten ist. Also es gibt tausende Variationen hier. Wieder mit einem Fisch
I can
drauf.
see this lance has a spear shape, it is copper rimmed, and it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip. This lance has a leaf shape. It is copper rimmed. The symbol of the Christian fish is engraved on the tip.
Ich glaube, das hat was auf alle Fälle mit dem Fischsymbol zu tun, weil einfach mal so viel von den Krams da ist. Nochmal Gelee Royal, sehr gut.
The sarcophagus of Lord Mortimer. It's the only sarcophagus in this crypt which appears to bear the Mortimer family name. What ancestor can it be? There's no inscription. Let's see what we can find here.
Oh, Decke mit aller Kraft öffnen.
It's the only sarcophagus in this crypt which appears to bear the Mortimer family name. What ancestor can it be? There's no inscription. Let's see what we can find here. It's far too heavy. I'm not going to be able to do it on my own.
Okay. Dann werden wir mal jetzt den Kardinal aufsuchen. Ich weiß nicht, ob das legitim ist, also ob der uns wohlgesonnen ist oder nicht. Ich vermute mal, wir müssen uns die Sachen erfragen. Also von unterschiedlichen Leuten, was für eine Lanze wir brauchen und sowas alles, ne? Das ist aber ein seltsamer Ort. Dass der so für sich existieren kann, der muss doch schon nicht mehr von dieser Welt sein. Was? Ach, okay, das verwirrt gerade. Warum auch immer.
The Bible must mean the lance which finally took the life of Christ.
Ähm,
The four Gospels each give an account of the death of Christ. Let's see what they can tell me about the lance. Ah, there. When they came to Jesus and saw that he was dead already, they broke not his legs, but one of the soldiers with a shimmering lance pierced his side, and forthwith there came out blood and water. And he that saw it bore witness, and his record is true, and he knoweth that he saith true, that ye might believe. A shimmering lance? What is this telling me?
Auf alle Fälle.
The medieval Hermetic traditions evoke the idea of using noble materials for relics, which the monasteries often made themselves in order to attract pilgrims. Of course, they had to inspire greatness. So here, we might think of gold, whereas a centurion could not have hoped for anything better than copper at the time. The true lance would not have been a luxurious weapon.
Okay. Keine luxuriöse Waffe. Und es ist eine Lanze. So, wir müssen hier erstmal wieder raus. Ich wollte schon gerade sagen, hier hat wieder in einen Stolperdraht gelegt, aber das ist ja nur die Strippe. Ah. Nix. Ach komm. So, mal gucken, wo er rauskommt. Ich habe das schon lange nicht mehr im Kopf, ne? Ah, okay, wir waren hier. So, wir müssen den Piaggio finden, ne? Ruckeli, 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 ruckeli. Ich weiß nicht, was in letzter Zeit los ist. Wahrscheinlich liegt es an dem Grafikkartentreiber. Wobei das hier bei The Council immer schon ein bisschen intensiv war, weil es einfach mal hier auch sehr pompös glitzert an vielen Stellen, ne?
Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near, his brain is oozing by either ear.
Ach ja, der geheime Raum. Da steht was. Also scheinbar wurde hier nachträglich aufgefüllt. Nee, kann man nicht sprechen.
Good evening, Mr. President.
Good evening.
I'm back on the trail of my mother again. I don't have time to explain, but would you know anything about the Holy Lance?
That's good news. But be careful, Louis. You might end up getting noticed.
Do you know anything or not?
No, I regret I don't. But why not ask von Wallner?
Wallner ist tot.
Theology is his field, after all.
That's an idea. In that case, I'll try and find him.
You are keeping up the good work, I see. But I'm telling you, keep your guard up. Everyone is rather on edge right now.
You're right. Thanks for everything, Mr. President.
See you later.
War das so gut, was ich gerade gemacht habe? Aber was eigentlich jetzt gerade so hochkocht, der von Wöllner war doch tot. Den haben wir doch schon als Leiche gesehen. Hallo?
King George III in coronation robes. Nice touch for the room of an English duchess.
Dear E, I received your last letter. Unfortunately, the Crown informed the Golden Order that our mission should under no circumstances hamper Sir Gregory's plans. Decidedly, they have support from the highest level in Buckingham Palace. So here we both are, hands and feet tied, and little room to maneuver. Keep me abreast of events. Our mission is becoming more complicated. Yours, E. P.S. The French chapter of the Order doesn't appear to know anything about the arrival of our friend Sarah. I therefore cannot comment on it. However, my guess is that she has come here for personal reasons.
So. Persönliche Gründe.
The Lady's Waldegrave by Reynolds, painted upon the request of the Waldegrave family, in an effort to find them a husband. Displayed like meat. It's disgusting. A letter from William Pitt the Younger, addressed to Emily. He's the present Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Emily has indeed some powerful backers. Madam, thank you for consoling the Queen. The King's situation is worsening, but I wager he'll recover from this present fit. Next time you speak with Her Majesty the Queen, would you please be so kind as to ask her to look into my petition to raise taxes with the King? I will personally see to it that our nation will recover from this impasse. But King George's mental situation is slowing down our decision-taking. Thank you in advance for all your help. William Pitt, Prime Minister of the United Kingdom of Great Britain. 2 coils circle the lock.
Oh. Gelee Royal?
Dear Gregory,
Oh.
thank you for the information. I've managed to find out about the names you gave me. George Washington is a man you can trust. In spite of his obvious talent for politics, he has remained upright and honest. On the other hand, as you may well know, he is already doing business with Lord Mortimer. It will be more difficult to approach him. Napoleon Bonaparte was unknown to me until today. He's a passionate young French soldier for whom Mortimer predicts a promising future. Take heed. He is a man of conviction, which to my mind makes him potentially dangerous. As for Sarah de Richet, what more is there to say? You already know each other. She was apparently invited by Lord Mortimer about an ongoing matter in Paris that concerns a receiver in stolen art. See you soon. Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later. The Devil's Thorn, to be used to uncover the best disguised traits.
Wir können nichts benutzen hier. Da geht's nicht rein. Vernehmungstechniken. Wo bin ich denn hier gelandet?
Great, honey.
Talent freigeschaltet, behende.
Dear Monsieur Peru, I'm writing to thank you.
Ach so, das hatten wir schon.
I'll retrieve it later.
So, Mr. Peru ist ja nicht mehr. Den konnten wir irgendwie nicht retten, glaube ich. Irgendwas war da gewesen.
Dear friend, please come.
Ja, die Operation in Paris, okay. Hier haben wir nichts weiter. Wir brauchen den Kardinal. Wir gehen mal wieder zurück in den Flur, ne? So, mal gucken. Bonaparte. Kein Zutritt. So, okay. Da waren wir drinne. Da ist kein Eingang. Das ist unser Zimmer. Da. Da bin ich mal gespannt.
The cardinal's not in his room.
Ach.
I bet he went back to stuffing himself.
So, dann schauen wir mal, was er hat. Waren wir hier schon drin? Ich glaube nicht. Da, Honig.
Honey, the remedy of the gods.
My dear Giuseppe, poor health forbids me from joining you. Please thank Sir Gregory for his invitation to Lord Mortimer's. I'm convinced you'll be able to strengthen our agreements. Please tell Sir Gregory that his enterprise concerning our friend, Cardinal Bishop Chiaramonti, is following its course. I place my trust in you. May God bless you and give you protection. SS Giovanni Angelico Braschi.
Okay, den kann ich nicht zuordnen, wer das ist. Und was der macht. Ah, sehr gut.
Venus and Cupid with a satyr, a Correggio. Innocence, indiscretion, and lechery. Giuseppe must love that.
Amber.
The Lying Girl by Boucher. Here's a painting of mischievous eroticism. I wonder what Piaggi must think of this.
So, wo könnte er sein? Wo könnte er sein? Eigentlich in irgendeinem Versammlungsraum, würde ich jetzt meinen, ne? Was haben wir hier? Alles abgesperrt. Was war denn hier? Ich gehe mal kurz gucken. Ah, okay, das war hier. Schaue ich trotzdem noch mal. Wo sie ist, wissen wir auch nicht, ne? Ach, das war der Schlüssel.
3rd November, 1791.
Und das hatten wir.
August 24th, 1792.
Ja, hatten wir alles. Also wir haben jetzt hier einen Schlüssel aufgenommen, den ich vorher nie gesehen habe. Super.
My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform.
Ja, das hatten wir auch. Das war nämlich die Schwester. Von da hinten sind wir gekommen. Da vorne fegt einer. Pass auf, wir gehen mal zum Feger. Ein glänzendes Metall, okay. Hinweise kriegen wir.
Pardon me, Monsieur, but I have work to do.
Was ist, wenn wir hier nach oben gehen? Ne. Schade, schade, schade. Es ist also irgendwo unten und in irgendeinem Raum. Mit ihm kann ich nicht sprechen. Wir sind hier vorhin nach oben gegangen, nicht hier links weiter, ne? Da hinten ist wer? Ne, ist Feuer. Ich dachte, da hinten ist wer. Gelee Royal. Irgendwie habe ich kein Defizit derzeitig durch das Gelee Royal. Ah. Ah, da ist er. Okay, gut. Wir haben ihn gefunden. Das heißt, in der nächsten Folge werden wir uns des netten Herrn annehmen dort. Vielen Dank fürs Zusehen und bis dahin, euer Firefox.